Hi everyone, it's AngelBlade13. Welcome back to my Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix walkthrough. In the last episode, we found most of the remaining puzzle pieces, and we had a pretty difficult boss fight against Sephiroth. In today's episode, we're going to be going back through most of the different worlds again. This time we're going to be playing a bunch of the different mini-games. If you check in your journal, you notice a lot of the games just want you to play them, and some of them require that you get a certain score for the journal entry. We're going to be focusing on doing both. So this episode is going to have a lot of cuts in them as far as when I'm going to different worlds, and in some cases if I needed to do another attempt at something, I'll just show the successful attempt. So we're starting off in Radiant Garden. We're gonna talk with Uncle Scrooge to do a skateboard minigame. So this is the skateboard freestyle. Really all you have to do is go around and just try to get as high as a score as you can before you hit the ground. I tend to try to just grind on that rail with square, and then just jump off and just keep hitting circle and square and X a bit, basically just all of them. For the mission requirement, you just need to get a score of over 200, so it's pretty simple to do. You have unlimited attempts and you have no time limit, so just find out something that works for you. Next, we're going to head back to 100 Acre Woods, and we're going to have to redo each of the mini-games we played in the sort of story section. This time, we're just getting the certain score for it. So, these are all things you kind of know how to do already. We're starting with a Blustery Rescue. Alright, so this game's mostly the same as the first time we did it. We just have the score now. So we want to make sure that we're hitting all the various debris that flies at us to increase our score. Really make sure that you use those tornadoes to suck as many of the pieces in at once. That'll shoot your score up a good deal. Make sure that you don't get hit, because then you'll knock poo away, and then anything you actually collect you won't get a score for. And when the big tree trunks come up, make sure you kind of, as much as I've been kind of saying, try not to stick to mashing the X button the whole time. There's where you really want to. And here we're going for a score of 18,000. As long as you make good use of the tornadoes, hit the acorns for a bunch of points, and just don't get hit yourself, you should get the score pretty easily. Cutting it kind of close here, but this tornado should get me enough. And then grab Piglet. Next, we're going to go and talk with Rabbit, and we're going to do the Honey Slider again. Except hit the correct option. Again, your main point is the same. Now we just have the score that we're worrying about. We need a score of 8,000, so you just want to collect all the sort of honey globs that you see. Again, make sure that you don't knock poo down. Otherwise, then you won't be collecting a score as you collect the different honey globs. So hold down the square button to increase your speed as you're moving to the side.
Perhaps a bit more.
And do make sure you pick up Gopher so you have that sort of shield. He will take a hit for you, and it won't mess up your score if he gets knocked down. But the path is exactly the same as the first time you did this.
Gophers, the name.
And I should have said this at the beginning of the video. Basically, you can do the games in the different world in kind of any order. So, you know, if there's a particular section you're stuck on, then, you know, just skip to that particular world. I'll have the timestamps in the description.
Gophers, the name.
And again, we're kind of cutting it close, but this end section here should, give me what I need. Now back to Tigger, so we can do the balloon bounce again. So for the last one, we just had to pop any 10 balloons. This time we have 3 attempts to pop as many balloons as we can. The bigger balloons, like those green ones, will shoot you up a good deal, and then we just want to make sure that we don't fall back down to the little sling that we're on, or effectively the ground. And as we move up, we'll start seeing more and more balloon types. Here we want to hit this big one. We got a pretty decent increase in our score. And then, now we start seeing these very small red balloons. Those are the ones we really want to make sure we're hitting, because those will help us get the score. The score we're trying to get to is 2,000. And I'm going to bring it up now, just because Tigger's here. In my freshman year of college, I was taking a game development class, and the teacher, oddly enough, the 2 things he hated most in the world were the game Monopoly and Tigger from Winnie the Pooh, which is, I always thought that was really funny. I mean, I don't personally have anything against Tigger, but I at the time had never actually played Monopoly, but I did later that year, and I share his hatred for that game a lot. Yeah, just sharing some random facts about me. So as you can tell, when I was filming this, I kind of forgot what the score requirement I needed was, so I may have done a bit more than I needed to. But yeah, we'll just finish this up. Next, we're going back to the spooky cave area. Our goal is to find Winnie the Pooh in 90 seconds. So this time, if you got all the items the first time you were here, then you can basically just do a straight path there. You know the way now. And, you know, naturally, if you did miss anything, then just go and pick it up now, or worry about getting the 90 seconds first, and then go back and try another time and get items. So you can probably honestly get them within the same time period, but, you know, do what works for you. And Sora being a bit more powerful, dealing with the enemies is, well, it was pretty easy the first time, but it's a little easier now.
This is it.
Alright, and finally back to Starry Hill. So personally, I feel this is the only one of these mini games I can't do 100% consistently. So we need to get a score of 8,000. Stop the gauge when the power is near the top, and then try to release when Sora is facing roughly towards the moon. Now we're gonna head back to Twilight Town, and we're gonna do the 6 mini games that Roxas did when we were trying to make money to go to the beach. So the skateboard one is pretty easy. We just need a score of under 14 seconds. So could have done it faster than that, but you know, it works. Now for Cargo Climb, I'm actually going to start changing up some of my equipment and abilities. I'm going to put on Fenrir so I can do these in less hits, and I'm going to make sure I have aerial finish off. There, so we basically see the point of negative combo is that I get to my finishers faster. That's going to push the bag up quicker. So I'm just doing basic air combos. And we want to do this in 15 seconds. Now for the grandstand minigame, we have to juggle the ball, and we want a score of 100 points. So I'm switching to the Fatal Crest Keyblade for its Berserk Charge ability, which you'll see is very useful. So I'm going to use up my magic right away. I'm going to start a combo, and I'm just going to be using horizontal slash. If the ball gets too far away from me, I'll just use X to close in on it. But then, once you get to the top, you can just keep hitting the square button, and you'll get up to 100 points pretty quickly. You have 5 attempts to do this, but no time limit. Then once you get the 100 points, then just kind of do a single hit. And now for the second section of Odd Jobs. We're going to start off with poster duty. Our goal is to complete this in 30 seconds now. With Sora's growth abilities maxed out, you can get it done pretty easily. I don't have a particular path that I do each time, but as long as I have, mostly as long as I have aerial dodge and glide, it's pretty simple, so I can kind of just kind of wing it. There are a bunch of different ways to do this, so try to obviously get sections where 3 posters are together. And I cut that close, but got it done. So with Sora's different abilities now, Bumble Buster is kind of unfair. You want to get it done in 10 seconds. You can kind of do whatever you want. Alright, for Junk Sweeper, the goal is to get that done in 6 hits or less. So what I recommend is equipping Fenrir if you have it. If you don't, but you have the negative combo ability, then still do equip that and take off all of your take off any of your combo pluses or the ground modifiers, the like regular ones, and the combo finishers. Basically, we want to get to Sora's finisher immediately. And we just want a regular finishing attack. So again, what we want to do is kind of just walk into each piece and try to just group them all as close together as you can. I'm going to speed up through this part. We have no time limit. Okay, so now with one piece on its own, we want to lock on to one of the far sections, or kind of in the center, and then just do one combo. Hopefully that gets rid of most of them like it did. But with Combo Master, you can do your combo and just get the finisher off. So here we have another skateboarding minigame. It's kind of similar to the one we did in Radiant Garden. This time we're trying to get 1,000 points, and we have 5 attempts. All of our points add up to each other, really, or they stack. So we're gonna grind off the ledge there, holding square, and then once you go off on the jump, then you're just gonna hit circle or X as many times as you can until Sora hits the ground. So again, we have 5 attempts at this. Every time you jump, that effectively counts as one of your attempts. So it's pretty simple to get to 1,000 points if you're doing what I'm doing. There are probably a lot better ways to do it, but you know, I'm just doing something that works for me. And whether you beat the score by 1 point or 1,000, you still got the same journal entry. So kind of have fun with it. Just experiment with different tricks that you can do. So now back here, if you remember way earlier in the game, they mentioned the possibility of us doing a struggle battle. We can do that, but we can still compete with all of the different abilities that we have. So it's a lot easier than when we were doing it as Roxas. So first we're gonna go to this board here, and we're gonna battle with Hainer.
I'll show you. Yeah, take this.
And as you can see, we're ridiculously overpowered for this. The mission is to beat your opponent by 100 points.
I'll show you. Yeah.
So you can also just use a Trinity Limit, and that does it immediately. So I'm cutting a little bit because after we beat Hainer 10 times, the option to battle Setzer comes up, and we do the exact same thing. And after beating Setzer 10 times, we can fight Cypher. And you guys know the drill.
Back off.
Kind of feel like a bully here. Alright, next we're heading back to Olympus, and we're going to be doing Phil's training again. So I'm going to equip the Wishing Lamp Keyblade and make sure that I have the Jackpot ability on. So just kind of taking off stuff that I'm not really going to need for a moment. I do kind of want draw, so I'll pull the orbs in a bit faster. So when we talk with Phil, we're going to notice we have two options. We have Practice and we have Maniac. Practice, we can just kind of enter and we're basically just going to do it and then quit right out of it. We don't need a particular score for it or anything. So if you need, just use this as kind of a practice on how this game works again. There's really no time limit and no score that we're trying to get to. So just do it once. You need to try it again anyway. And then we're going to go into Maniac. So this time we have a time limit. And we want to get a score of 1,000. Again, I kind of suggest that you take off some of your aerial combo finishers. First, you just want to start off clearing out as many of the pots as you can. We're not really trying to get the main score just now. We're just trying to clear them so we can make room for the bigger pots. And then once you see one of them, we want to hit them with a finisher into the smaller ones, so that way the smaller pots basically end up giving the high scoring orbs instead of the smaller ones. And if I can lock on properly, I will do that.
Back off. Take this. Yeah, it's over.
And yes, a bit contrary to what I said, I didn't end up taking off aerial finish, but really you do want to do this without Magnet Burst. Sometimes Magnet Burst for one just takes too much time, and it, at least in my experience, it's kind of messed up when I try to hit the bigger pot into the smaller ones. But there, we got the score I needed. So we're stopping back in Port Royale, and we're going to talk with Will here for the sliding plank minigame, which is another skateboard game. So these crystals are going to appear on a set path. You just want to skate into them. This is the same each time. We want to get this done in 40 seconds or less. So, you know, some of them you will have to jump for. This section here, as you see, I'm kind of messing up on, but I still have more than enough time. There, it's not too difficult. Now we have a couple mini-games in Agrabah. We're going to talk with the peddler for another skateboard game. So here, again, the crystals are going to show up in a set path. We have 30 seconds to just collect as many of them as we can. And you just want to finish with a score of 10 or more. So use those aerial tricks to stay in the air for longer. You should get this done pretty soon. Next, we're heading back to the ruined chamber, and we're gonna go examine this tablet, and we're going to do the carpet minigame again. This is exactly the same as the first time you did it. You are disabled from using anything but your regular attack. I think maybe some of your combo modifiers work, but no, you're mostly just back to your regular attack, your regular combo. We want to get a score of 65. So, you know, just anytime you see something come close enough to you, just do a combo on it. Make sure you finish them off with your combos. And if your aim is good, or if you're just very lucky, you'll end up hitting the Heartless into other Heartless, which will obviously count towards your points. Then this section here is where we get a bunch of more points to clear up what you may have been missing. If you're short on anything. Oh, that was unlucky. Now heading back to the Chasm of Challenges, we're gonna warp up this way, and we're just gonna do this particular challenge again. We don't need to worry about any particular score. We have the same enemies. They're very easy to deal with at this point. You're a lot stronger, obviously, than you were when we first came to Agrabah. So you can kind of just fight these guys however you feel like. And if you happen to miss any of the puzzle pieces that you didn't grab when you were falling the first time here, this is a good time to do it.
Back off!
Alright, next we're heading back to Halloween Town, or Christmas Town, and we're gonna talk with Locke here. And we have another skateboard minigame. We have 30 seconds, and again, this is just to get as high as a score as we possibly can within the time frame. So here our score stacks again, so just go off the ramp and you know, grind going up the rail, and then when you get to the jump, just hit circle and X as many times as you can before you hit the ground. and do that as many times as you need to. You just need to get above 1,000. Alright, and now we're back to the gift wrapping room. We're playing this again. It's really the same game as before. We have a 1-minute time limit, and our goal is to get a score of 150. So here I am just like mashing the X button and just hitting triangle when I need to reload. Make sure that you hit lock, shock, and barrel when they start rolling around, and because basically they just mess up your score. They'll hit the big boxes. And otherwise, you know, just try to target the big boxes when they show up. This is very random, so a lot of luck is involved as well. But, you know, target the big boxes so you get the big score. It's probably very nice with a turbo controller, but I don't have one. Alright, now back to Atlantica. We have to re-attempt each of the songs, but you can actually just start it and then quit out of it immediately. And that one was fully in real time, so yeah, you can do that for all 5 of these, and then just leave. You can play them again if you feel like, that's fully up to you, but usually I don't like to. I just want to get these out of the way. I hope nobody considers that as me cheating to get the journal entry. If anyone does, leave it in the comments and I will film myself redoing the songs again. And finally, we're back in Space Paranoids. We're going to do the light cycle minigame again. So this is basically the same as the first time we did it. Well, the path is exactly the same as the first time we did it for the story mission. So obviously you want to just make sure you don't take too much damage. We also want to, this time, you need to defeat 30 Heartless at least. You get the points by beating them, so again, the score is 30. And unfortunately, when they run into a wall like that, just on their own bad directions, you don't get the points, so you have to actually either hit them with your Keyblade, or you have to use your charge to defeat them. So, you know, just use the turns when you need to. Yeah, you guys kind of know how to do this one. Relatively simple to get through. I don't know if you can defeat the Devastators here. I don't think I've ever done it, but yeah, if you can do it, let me know in the comments, 'cause that'd be cool. Alright, so if we check in our journal, we've gone through a ton of different missions and gotten the special score for them. There are still some extra things we can do, but for now, I was sticking with the mini games that were in the original Kingdom Hearts 2. And then for the Final Mix exclusive ones, we're gonna take care of a little bit later. So I hope some of my tips were helpful on getting through the mini games or getting a certain score. If you're confused on anything, let me know in the comments, please. Alright, so that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, consider subscribing to the channel, leave a comment, share the video with a friend, all the good stuff. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye!